showing up Sister P and Mr. Bruce Golden and Mr. Andrew, the whole of them. And when I look at Mama P, Mrs. Shield, it pains my heart, I tell you the truth. When Mr. Patterson was in power for 18 and a half years, it should lead that the PNP should never have to have a campaign to win another election again. But because of bad policy, they work out themselves. Sister P came into as a Prime Minister. And when I look and see how her own party, Mrs. Shield, when I look at her and see the depression on her, she's stressed out because of the era in which she come from. They said she's poor and she don't have education and she's this and that. And when I look at the culprit them who really fight against Mrs. P, to see them on television now fighting for power, it hurt me.
I don't know who you're talking about, because whoever it is,
Carl Bly, Peter Bunting and lots of more of them.
No, Peter Bunting wasn't in that mix.
Carl Blythe.
Yes, but Carl Blythe run against her. It's fine, Carl Blythe, Omar Davies, Peter Phillips. They ran against her when the opening was there, and she won. That is how politics go. So what, Buzzrat?
Mrs. Shields, the pressure artist to even step down before she ready.
No, there was no pressure to step down.
Yes.
When?
You remember, I heard Mr. Golden said, him the other evening, always things have to pass. You know what he said? He told the nation that it was cast from the PNP, which stressed out Mrs. P that she couldn't stay there any longer.
No.
That is Mr. Bruce Golden.
No, sir.
And let me tell you, Mrs. Shields.
That's not how we talk about, right?
Everybody know me. Who? And let me tell you, Michael Pearce said something to me some years ago. And Mrs. Shields, I went to his office over and over and over, and he has been carrying me around. And let me tell you something. Me handle him the dirtiest way, Mr. Shields.
Really?
And I never vote again.
Really?
No, because that man police could have locked me up, because when I went to the office, the police them came around there and said, who is that? Say, Buzzrat. Mr. Listen, my officer. This is the man who has been keeping me running around all the days of my life and telling me lie. Instead of he should just tell me the truth and I will accept it.
Well, let me tell you something. Michael Peart is one of those politicians that a lot of us in Jamaica believe is a truth-talking, straight-talking man. He rose to even Michael and Deanie Peart. Michael rose to being the speaker of the house. So I wouldn't accept without more you coming to say what you say about him. The Peart brothers.
No, I felt it.
No, that's good. Me have to feel it too.
And let me tell you again, mate. There's a councillor in Manchester, South Manchester here. The councillor is Sherry Brown, which is a JLP. The MP is Mr. Chin, which is a JLP. The Prime Minister is a JLP. And let me tell you, in the storm we passed here, Mrs. Cook, they passed here a couple of months ago, about 2 weeks ago, Mackenzie and the rest of them. And you see where me live, Mrs. Cook? Let me tell you, right now the church in Crosby Prophecy Church, they're giving out a lot of things, chicken up and chicken and everything where you can think of. And where me live, the past here, and every trees, everything that I have here is down. Fruit trees, everything down, everything mash up. And I used to help that church. Me and the pastor used to live very good. But I don't know what. She wouldn't even look for me, none of them. Everybody pass and not even look at me and say, Buzzrat, me sister you mash up. And me I help people all over.
So why you don't go to the church to go get chicken too?
I passed there Monday and let me tell you, I talked to the pastor, you hear?
Yes.
And she read my my voice note and nothing, say hi to me, because Mrs. Shields, let me tell you, they know me too. But when it comes to the right, they defend the right.
But it look like you're not living good. You're not living good in the community, Buzzrat.
Ma'am?
You're not living good in the community.
No, man, they can tell you about Buzzrat, you know. Everybody around South Manchester can tell you who is who. But me no back slackness, and me I live, you know, Mr. Shields. But me say when things is wrong, and you see them a fight about case benefit and whatever now, and Mr. the Prime Minister, this and that. None of them is no good. Neither PNP nor JLP. None of them.
Oh, dear.
1 and 2 me good enough. Not all. But everybody want power. And if election wasn't then you wouldn't hear these things that come out now. None of them.
You have an interesting election coming up there. This is Mr. Chin and Mr. Bunting coming down there?
Let me tell you, let me tell you the truth. JLP told me that this is the last of him, because they don't see him. He came to my church over and over, you know. And the last time he came here, then and the pastor them said, Mr. Chin is here, you know. And my church, open up things. Everybody shout and rejoice at him, and 2 times he came to a funeral here, and they said, Mr. Chin is here. Nobody look at him. Mr. Bunting, from the day him say wants to run a South Manchester, I haven't seen him, nobody at all coming around here.
Oh.
And yet still he wants to win election.
But you're still going to church?
Mrs. Shields, I live just a step.
No, that's not what I'm asking. You're nearer to church, Father from God. You still go church?
I'm a deacon in the church.
Who is a
Right
deacon?
here I am.
Who is a deacon in the church?
Me, Buzzrat, we're talking to
Whose name?
Huh?
Whose name change to Israel in the Bible?
Mr. Shields, we'll go there right now.
No, you're a deacon.
Yeah,
Whose name changed to Israel?
It must seem like idle things not right.
But you not answer me.
Right, Mr. Shields.
What was the name of Abraham's wife
Yeah.
before she have the son?
Yeah, but
What the name? Deacon, me say what the woman name before she have the son?
Mr. Shields don't stray from the point and making up. Yeah, we will talk about that another time.
What kind of deacon you say you be? Eh?
For about some 5-6 years now.
Who is the oldest? Who lived the longest in the Bible?
We will go there another time, because you know the Bible. You know the Bible as well as I do.
No, not as well as I do.
Yeah, you know it because years I've been listening.
But you don't know a thing about the Bible, Buzzrat, and you are deacon?
Alright, this is when I call you tomorrow.
Call me tomorrow when we talk about Bible. Then you can talk to me about Mikey Peart and all of that. Thank you for the call. Love it.
Yeah.
Alright, take care. Yes, sir. Deacon Buzzrat. If me have a deacon named Buzzrat. When I run from the church door there. Oh boy, fascinating times. The time when Mrs. Simpson Miller sought to become president of the People's National Party. It was a very difficult race. Absolutely difficult. It is true that many of the members of the parliamentary class and the senators, they issued a statement to say that they preferred Dr. Peter Phillips for all different reasons, but as history has a way of remedying some of our thoughts. Yeah, but that's how politics stay. People have to fight. You have to fight for whatever it is you want. Yeah, so don't take it anyway to anybody push a road and whatever else. Whatever, you know, the shortcomings, I think she is known and will be remembered as the Prime Minister perhaps most loved by the majority of Jamaicans. that counts for something. I think I'm...
Hello?
This is the hotline. Morning.
Morning.
Wait. Franklin.
What you know, Sammy?
You said...
Hello?
You said morning.
Hello? Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I'm hearing you, but I went to your place yesterday. How is it that there's no monument in your neighborhood for you? With some adjectives and a superlatives to describe you.
Which place you went to?
Me go Grange yesterday. The road them don't get bad.
No, that's the point. You went to the wrong place.
And where you come from?
No hill.
Pardon?
Flat with upon Grange.
Grange. Okay. Me get you wrong.
You went to Grange Hill.
Okay, I thought it was Grange.
No, Grange. Mine is way up in the bush.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, bush. Oh, so almost like bush rat instead of buzz rat.
No. Take off, don't put no rat for me.
You know, when I listened to you this morning, and a friend of mine of blessed memory would have said about the Integrity Commission report, it's chaka. Hello?
Yes.
Should have called it chaka. But she was a woman who liked everything, even when you're talking, your sentences, and she wasn't a regular lady, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Never have no MPhil, no nothing, but she was so keen in listening to what you say. And she would say, no, you don't say that. You got school, you know, so you speak properly. And I would never forget that lady. And to see that so much money has been spent, and that's all we could put out.
Well.
And then each time I'm hearing Mr. Chuck yesterday saying that he was going to call an Integrity Commission to do it. Then I've read this morning Andre Early saying that it cannot happen. I would like to hear something from people who just dispassionate, have a debate on it.
This is that's at the court to decide. So what I understood Mr. Chuck to be saying, you know, if you send a report to Parliament for tabling, which he says he understands to be a final report, under the law, there are different ways in which reports are to be treated. If you, as I mentioned this morning in section 54, if you start your investigation and midway you realize that what you started out investigating is not amounting to anything, then you must end your investigation, do a report, send it to the commissioners through the executive director. If you do your report and you believe that there is something that is not right about the thing you're investigating, then you need to recommend to the Director of Corruption Prosecution that a charge be brought against the individual you're investigating, and you have your report lodged. So he's following, I understand Mr. Chuck to be saying, this report has come in. It started investigating illicit enrichment. It investigating failing to disclose some bank accounts, but the Director of Corruption Prosecution has said nothing can come out of that if a prosecution is to be mounted. You started illicit enrichment and you tell us you're not able to conclude on that. So if you're not able to conclude on that, whatever reasons you have, the point is you haven't been able to conclude, so you need to certify. That's what Delroy Chuck, that is Delroy Chuck's interpretation. So I don't find that he is incorrect in making that call, but I do not know that it is. I expect the court to sort of guide us because we are in uncharted territory.
Yeah, we need that. We need the court of the land to do something, to sort it out. The other thing, how is it that you start now and then you're going to call for tax administration to, I don't know, it's like a case, it's just scare them. Let's just do it.
Well,
you know? And it's an embarrassment. We have retired Court of Appeal judge, retired High Court judge, And I mean, it's an indictment.
Mm-hmm.
For me as a layman, remember, me not have no first. I really scripture diploma. Hello?
Yes.
I made a scripture diploma. My primary teacher was my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, she was born way back in 1925.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine how much the second year she did. She not finished third year. And so imagine, I don't know much. You know?
Yes.
But I mean, on the face of it, for an entity to have so much money and resources, what word we want to use, they should come with something better. And I wish we could forget the political color, because
it's impossible. The only way the political color comes out is if the subject of the investigation is a public servant who is not a member of the political class. Mm-hmm. And it will come. It will come because the report says public servants are being investigated for illicit enrichment. Then we can deal dispassionately with it and look at the merits of some of the... I mean, there are just so many areas of concern in this. As I said, where you have the capacity to know by engaging the entities who can assist you where you don't have the competence, such as the FID.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you engage them? Tax administration. And they did speak with tax administration. On top of that, they engage an international forensic accountant. Mm-hmm. Why did they leave out that report from the accountant where they have given us witness statements and so forth from some individuals? Just why?
It just doesn't look right. It doesn't smell right. It's not right. I'm still trying to process it.
Well,
I'm at the point where I wouldn't put it a brief, but I think I would call it a witch hunt. I'm saying that.
Well, I can't make that conclusion just yet because, as I said, the statute is so new. The commissioners, the director of investigation, they're all trying to find their way. And maybe, I don't know if they legitimately believe, they must legitimately believe that what they're doing, it's okay doing it the way they're doing it.
While they're trying to find their way, they are not cautious. When you put things out there, when you write things, that is their input.
Yeah.
More. And then you have people go out there and talk, and you destroy somebody. How is it that you're gonna repair their
It's not only somebody, it's other entities. Because say, for example, this burrito. There are so many people who, for whatever reasons, they go to an entity and they may be able to get an unsecured loan, to millions of dollars. Some people walk in, they will never be able to do that. But that is just how things work. Mm-hmm. If, for example, the Prime Minister defaults on this particular unsecured loan, I don't think Burrito or any investment house will have a difficulty getting judgment or getting the money from somebody who is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. No, in fact, the person who is Prime Minister of Jamaica won't ever allow it to get to that point, because you do not want it to be carried in media that you are indebted to a company to the tune of X and they took you to court and got a judgment against you.
Oh,
so in a way, the loan has a security by virtue of the person who the loan is given to.
Yes.
So for you to call in people from the entity in investigating illicit enrichment, and then you turn around and recommend to the FSC that the FSC is to look into the prudential management of a company like that, something is fundamentally wrong, where the interviewee becomes the investigated unknown to the interviewee.
It it doesn't. I'm still trying as a regular human being, ordinary Jamaican, dyslexic, everything, just trying to process where all of this come from.
Well, as I said, it's only a court can help us. The problem we have is that the court takes time, and this thing is so long, so that if an application is made, it's not gonna be there's no quick turnaround time for it. And I don't suspect that a matter like this will end at a first instance court. They'll probably have to go all the way. And as Comrade was saying this morning, this administration has not really won any cases in the court.
But so trust me, it's a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, I was driving.
Not Comrade, it's John. Sorry,
John. Okay.
What an awful mistake to make. Sorry,
boy.
Comrade.
Comrade. It's about his time now, no, Mr.
After the headlines. But good to hear you, Franklin.
Yeah, man, all the best.
Let me take another one. All right. 8631. Hello. Sorry about that. 2178. Hello.
Yes, let me try to bring here. Indeed. Hello?
Who is this, man from Plowden?
Indeed, the man from Plowden here.
Good to have you.
Yes, just seeking before we see the settlement of an argument, we have to tell you that we have, it seems as if it's a record amount of rainfall down here. You understand what we mean when we say gully run?
Yes.
You ever heard the term gully run?
Yes.
Every gully run to a record high level. We are even suggesting that Manchester correspondent, Mr. Glendon Baker, if you could take a trip down there and do a feature on it, because it's the highest level of rainfall we have seen for some persons who can recall.
Wow.
Because even JD, Mr. Jeffet Hickey was saying that 69-year-old is the first he had ever seen the gully come up so high. Yeah, real heavy rain. But the argument that we need settlement on now is this morning we were listening to your views. And what the people of Plowden have come to the conclusion is that the view that you were putting forward about Prime Minister's expense, that is what we call a non-argument. Because the Prime Minister has no expenses.
Why?
I put his expense there into a report, that wouldn't be saying anything.
Oh, that's not what the Director of Investigation thinks, though.
But, I mean, between you and I, what expense does the Prime Minister have that is not taken care of in his allowance? Look at his remuneration package. He doesn't have to spend $1 for anything at all.
Really?
Yes, really.
What's the remuneration of the Prime Minister now?
Well, we know from the figures that it was recently given. But look at the allowances that is given to him.
No, but even if whatever he gets,
he has no need to spend.
No, but well.
Yes, he has no need to spend, Mrs. Gludan, I can tell you that.
Well.
Everything that is the Prime Minister have, listen to me, Mrs. Gludan, everything the Prime Minister need is provided for him.
Well, I don't.
Everything.
I don't know that that is the case, man from Plowden.
All right, you think about it during the break and see if you can figure out one thing that the Prime Minister has to buy.
But the point is that the Director of Investigation says that they did not get the list of expenses, and as a result, they haven't been able to come to a conclusion. That plus other matters. So that's a matter for the DI. But thank you for the thoughts. He called me Mrs. Gludan. He's a long-standing caller to the program. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted. And a short while ago, I came upon this video where the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, laid out the federal indictment against Eric Adams during a press conference. I'll let you have a quick listen to what he had to say.
Hey everyone, thank you for gathering. My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the United States Attorney here in the Southern District of New York. Today we are announcing campaign finance, bribery, and conspiracy charges against Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City. As the indictment alleges, Mayor Adams engaged in a long-running conspiracy in which he solicited and knowingly accepted illegal campaign contributions from foreign donors and corporations. As we allege, Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal. And even though he knew these contributions were attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him. We also allege that the mayor sought and accepted well over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits from some of the same foreign actors who arranged many of the illegal campaign contributions. These benefits included free international business class flights and opulent hotel rooms in foreign cities. The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what. But as we allege, year after year after year, he kept the public in the dark.
That's coming there from New York City through the New York Post. We'll watch and see what happens, because this is an unprecedented indictment unsealed against the New York City Mayor Eric Adams. He's facing approximately 5 criminal charges, including wire fraud, bribery, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations. We'll watch it. This is the hotline.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning. I would like to speak to Mrs. Steele.
Speaking. Who is this?
This is Mr. Christie.
Mr. Christie?
Yeah, who is this? Hello?
This is Emily Shields. Turn your radio down and come. Which Mr. Christie is this?
Mrs.
You're on the hotline, Mr. Christie.
Yes, man, listen to me now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember this name. You remember I've been somewhere right at the corner of Rochester Avenue and Mannings Hill Road?
At the corner of Rochester and Mannings Hill Road?
Yes, you stopped the one morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to me where the guy that was fixing the building around the gate. You remember that time?
No.
You remember me?
What me was talking to you about?
No, what about the houses?
Oh.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 78-year-old man now. November coming the 31st of November.
Nice.
30th of November, I'm 78.
Nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot walk. My 2 foot just gone. I've built those houses. Inside as I've done the 2 foot just give.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and I am blind.
Mm-hmm.
I am now with prostate. Because them say I sit down all the while because I cannot walk.
Yes.
So I sit down all day long from sit down to lie down.
Yeah.
And I drop off a chair one day trying to sit down, and because I'm blind, I miss.
Oh.
Slab drop me by the bottom and mash up 2 of me this.
Oh, Jesus.
In my back.
Mm-hmm.
So I am here. I cannot walk. My hands them, I cannot put a piece of food into my mouth with a fart because me and cannot hold anything. Me and them just cramp all day long.
So how you holding the phone now?
No, I'm lying down on my back with the phone in my chest.
Oh.
And speaker.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
the problem I have with those houses that I'm telling you about, first thing, I need help. I'm begging for help from corporate Jamaica and from a lawyer who will help me with it because I'm in trouble with those houses.
Which houses?
The house them right at the corner of Rochester.
Okay, the same Rochester Mannings Hill Road.
Right at the corner of them and them house there.
Yeah.
I built 10 house there. And the last one is a 4-bedroom.
Yeah.
When I finished the last one, I mean, I do the handrail, the staircase handrail.
Yes.
When I straight the day and come down to come outside, when I the step outside, I couldn't see. And that was to lead me to my pickup. And then came home, and from that, I don't have to use to myself again. Me just come home and just go and depreciate until we just reach to this now. And what is happening now, I can't find $1 to even to buy me medication because each time that I get 2 rent from that place And each time after the fan the month for the rent come, to get money.
So you own those houses, Mr. Christie?
Yes, ma'am.
And people are occupying them, paying rent?
No, them sell out.
Oh.
And the lawyer take the money with a partner may have. You know the partner too.
Oh?
And them don't. I can't get nowhere. Every lawyer that I go to is like at least I spend $1.4 million a lawyer and get nowhere because all that means that them say a border and better than 20 a bush. All it owes them. I have every document for it now. You know what is happening now? Where I have to call now. Them take out the case out of the court for 5 years. Yet the partner put in between $5 to $6 million in a project. That's all. And all I did was taking that money in the project because I thought he would have helped me.
Oh,
and
so you had a partner. You and the partner built the houses.
Yes.
And you got a lawyer. The lawyer sold the houses.
Not sell all of some of them.
And then what the lawyer do with the money?
Put them in pocket.
So what about the partner? The partner get money?
Yes, man. And then sell 2 of the houses without me know anything about it.
No, but was it your name and the partner's name on the title? Was there a title?
Yes, man.
No, you can't sell and you know sign it. It's a company.
I can show you the document.
No, it's a company you say so.
Let them sell 2 of the houses without I signed the document, please.
But the person, the partner who signed it was an authorized agent for the company to sign it.
No, he have no authorized anything
must
to do.
Be.
But it must be 2 of us do it. Yes? I cannot sign and he cannot sign.
When is it that these houses were sold, Mr. Christie?
2017.
Okay, 2017. So what was the case in court about?
The case in court right now.
Yeah.
And the judge say they sue me for half of the house. Them have all the documents, them have everything. I get nothing. All I'm here is on my back and they cannot get nowhere. The judge say all she gonna do is try one of the house where them sue me for. And we have to go and sue them for the houses them. What happens is that I cannot get I write up the suit, but there's not the claim number and the affidavit number. That's the 2 things that giving me trouble.
That's not a case you can do on your own because I don't even understand listening to you what they sue you about. So no, it's okay. It's okay. I think I can't go further in this because it requires so much more. Hold on for me, Mr. Christie. Yeah. All right, just hold on. Let's see if my producer can talk with you, and I see if I get some more general. I don't take clients on this program. You know, when people call me here, I deal with the radio business. I try to keep my radio and my law separate. So I listen to you and give you general guidance when I'm done, but I don't like commingling of business.
No, I don't hear what you said, Monsieur.
All right, hold on. That is for me. Hold on, Mr. Christie. All right? Just hold on. 7615. Hello?
Good morning, Miss Emily.
Good morning, Miss Emily.
Yes, Miss Emily.
How are you?
Well, give the Lord thanks, and we're having rain now. Showers of blessing.
Yes.
Shower time.
Mr. You can't stay the boat shower time. Gully run.
Shower.
Gully run.
Miss Emily. Me can say Mr. Golden and Mr. Philip Powell and Mr. Julian sitting where name.
Robinson.
If it destroy me Prime Minister.
Really?
Yes.
And politics is politics, you know. Politicians have to play politics. You have to try and win power by all means.
It's so then do Mr. Siaga and then do Mr. Golden. Now is me Prime Minister. Then want to do so too. For people, because then take Jamaican people for idiot Miss Emily and then feel say Jamaican people fi vote for them. Why they never bring up this before? As election a come up, them a come up with all kind of something now about the Prime Minister.
Is the Integrity Commission lodged their report in Parliament, and the politicians just going with it?
What you say, Miss Emily?
Is the Integrity Commission just had their report table in Parliament, so the politicians are milking it politically?
Well, it's because they want Jamaican people to vote for them at the election. We are come up them at do all kind of have against my Prime Minister. But my Prime Minister go win.
Oh.
Could always fight and bring up this about him. My Prime Minister go win the election.
You heard any of the report being read?
The report?
Yes, the Integrity Commission report. You hear any part of it?
Me not even listen to in commission and something them. Me not even listen to them.
You don't want to hear it?
No, me don't want to hear them.
Oh God.
Me don't want to hear them. Because it's for the election coming up, why they causing so much havoc about our Prime Minister. So me no want to hear about them. And PMP, while them attack, them forgot to them part. Mr. Paul ready with his light bulb and so. Then leave the Prime Minister.
He wasn't charged. He wasn't charged with anything.
So then the COVID team bought in house.
Colonel Spencer was charged and it never led to a prosecution. It never passed no case stage.
All right.
You know, remember?
Yes, all right, Miss Sheep. Me hear you, Miss Sheep. But the Prime Minister go win.
But I win Northeast St. Anne.
He go win the election where I go come up the general election. He go win it.
So what about the FID and what the FID is looking at? That can change your mind. You know, here's the Financial Investigation Division reading papers.
From a Prime Minister, them not buy me out with no liar story or nothing. Them not change my mind from my Prime Minister. Cause all me see a bad mind and covetousness.
All right, ma.
All right, Miss Emily.
Thank you, Miss Emily. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Emily.
8631. This is the hotline. What happened to that one? Time pass and different person coming on the line. I don't see him. 876-926-2178, 926-8631, 926-7615. 1126.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I think I'm okay, a bit okay.
Yes, who is this?
My name is Clark.
Yes, Miss Clark.
I have a problem which I would like you to, I don't know if you can help me with. I submit a plan, you see, on the 31st of May. They told me on the plan, I think it's right, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get back the plan.
Where did you submit it to?
At the parish council at Parish Town.
So this is for you to alter some premises?
Yes. When it came 2 months, I went into them, I called them. And when I called, they said that it don't ready. Anyway, I called back. They said that it went to a meeting. So I said to them, oh, you have on the paper 6 to 8 weeks. They said no. They said that, why is it they continue telling the people? But we say it's on the paper 6 to 8 weeks. And I give them 2 months. When I called back in August, they said that there was a meeting where it's supposed to go. There's no meeting keep. I cannot understand how you have a parish council keeping meetings with so many people waiting for 1 month to keep on one meeting or keep for the month.
Yes.
When I called them back, they said that it went to 2 places, paper pass. Somebody's supposed to sign it off now in the office. And up until now, I cannot get my papers just to start to do what I want to do.
It's the same issues, ma'am. When you hear about problems with procurement, you have a committee to look at some things, and sometimes the committee don't meet until every 4 weeks. and the things get pushed back. I don't know what the hold up is with yours and why the committee that should have met it didn't meet. I don't understand it. Have they given you any idea as to how much longer it will take now?
They don't give me one. They said that somebody in the office supposed to sign off on the paper, and up until up to yesterday I called everybody that I spoke to, because up to yesterday I was still, some people, when I told them it's 4 months and I don't get the paper, they said that is liar telling. Some people told me that they have to give money. That I am, and I said to them, say, let me ask you something. I pay $13,500 for that paper. Then I must go back and give them in the office, because the least I can give them is 10,000, 15 or 20,000. How much bag of cement is that? Can I buy with that?
Yes. Really bad. Which parish council is this, ma'am?
At Spanish Town.
And it's an approval for some building
yes,
approval.
at Catherine Estate.
All right. Let's hope we can get somebody from the council to find out what is taking so long with you. Thank you, Miss. Yes. It's 11:33. Hello.
Yes, 11:33.
You're 22 minutes late.
Me? No, man, me not late, man. At least me get in. But Miss Crooks. You see what Addy do too, no? Last week Sunday, last week or week before last Sunday.
Which Addy?
Week before last Sunday. Adija Palmer. You know see what I do too, no?
To who?
All of you who have no moral compass. That she way Papa and that shit when this year forgetfulness. He make you no go dive and take it up. All of me they call it a program and you can't talk about things you no go there. Everybody know me no play John and Tom. Everybody know my position long time Mr. Palmer, long before now. You understand?
What's your position?
But those who sit, everybody know me chat for the program from Miss Good and time. Those who sit and hug up government badness, Andrew Holness, brand new Clarks, Panfoot, and Barretta Panchett. Now, moral authority. We talk about one man, I don't know if he's free or he's still convicted, because I don't know the law sometimes. I don't know how this thing I go, like how he went to court, he was found guilty, got court, and them say no, they have to let him go because whatever, no retrial.
Yes.
I don't know if you would consider him still an innocent man. I don't know.
Of course, he has the presumption of innocent restored.
Oh, he's an innocent man?
Yes.
Okay, so none of them have no authority to come contact about one innocent man who got PNP conference. When they hug up government badness, brand new clerks, the same clerks. What him saying, when you get the clerks a daddy and then hug up and win 40 and seat.
No.
They can go on, like I said, morality finding the favor with them. Morality find no favor with them.
If you have Adija Palmer in the innocent group because of what happened legally, on what basis you are calling Andrew Holness government badness or whatever? What is the charge against him?
But is it me not Andrew may talk? Me say those who hug it up.
No, but you said whatever badness, Clark's Panfoot.
Government badness. And that's how this time go government badness.
Yeah, but every time you exactly. So what is the charge? What is the charge you have against Holness? If you say Vibes Cartel is as at the moment a free man, innocent until proven guilty, restored, what is the issue you have with Andrew Holness?
All those who got brogad and all of those lewd and dumb low life talk and sitting on Barretta Panches, what Barretta kill people, can't talk about cartel. So they will go on like I said, then pop up their morality compass and dash it away in this year forgetfulness and think they can get a forward. Innocent man is just got PNP conference. Nobody not dead there. 3 dead in front of Angelo and Shamsharp Square. 3.
This is a sort of, yes, it's so convoluted. Yes, convoluted point you're making. Go ahead.
I couldn't agree with you more.
On what?
That if the Prime Minister got a court and win, in double lose, in the court of public opinion, if I want to put it that. Because, I don't know, people still, Integrity Commission, everybody still have an issue. What they're supposed to talk about is you know why man name Trump did I call Hillary crooked Hillary? Because if they use the foundation.
No, because Trump is Trump. Trump is Trump. Forget that. You can't legitimize anything that Trump does.
She used it. She used the foundation money. You see, if you do all sorts of things what she shouldn't do. That's why Trump did call her crooked. The foundation money is a problem. You can't have one account, say the reconcile account, and the expenses are outstanding. Why is it that he can't provide all the information?
No, comrade, and this is the point where the legal and the political get into conflict. And I keep asking the question.
Yes?
Let me see if I pull up this report, because the Integrity Commission tells us, I believe it's page 139 of the report, that in July of 2024, the Prime Minister responded to them, and the Prime Minister said that he stands on the objections taken by his attorneys, and that according to the advice he got from his attorneys, he supplied everything that he should have supplied to them. And
including his expenses.
Yeah, so what he says is, I gave you what you wanted based on the schedule. He gave whatever the law says he's to give in the schedule, and his attorneys took objection because when they commenced the illicit enrichment investigation in April of 2023, the Prime Minister said they didn't tell him that he was being investigated for illicit enrichment. They didn't tell him and outline to him what acts of corruption is alleged against him, and he stands on the objection taken by his attorney. So I've been trying to say to you, let me finish this point.
Yes.
If you go to court, and this is a quasi court, and your attorney says to you, I am taking objection to this, so do not do this, and you stand on the objection of the attorney, is it fair for that authority to say that you didn't supply what they needed, even though you're using a legal shield not to supply the information? They should have resolved the issue of the objection taken by the attorney and tell us in the report how the objection was resolved.
But why are you using a legal shield to block the thing?
Because comrade, this process that Integrity Commission goes through, it is as much a political as a legal process. They have to do what they do according to law, and where the law doesn't specifically say X, then there is something called natural justice. So it seems to me they wrote looks like they asked the Prime Minister for some information. Here's the actual quote. The Prime Minister says, on the advice of my attorneys, I have complied with Section 39(1) of the Integrity Commission Act by submitting the required information in the form at the 3rd Schedule Part A. This was done when I filed in 2021 previous and subsequent declarations. Further, subject to the objection sent by my attorneys for your attention, I have responded to questions that have been asked pursuant to the investigation which commenced on the 26th of April. I adopt and incorporate all the objections, including that at the commencement of the investigation pursuant to 14.5, no allegation of corruption was put to me. In addition, hold on a second, I was not told, nor was it established that my assets are disproportionate to my lawful earnings. So I make the point because I've heard people asking, when I read this report with my legal hat, I saw that the Prime Minister was saying objection was taken. I've asked for the letters from the attorneys to also be published so we can better understand. So if he acted on advice of his attorneys, I don't know that it is fair for people to say that why never give what the commission asked.
Miss Crooks.
Yes.
The commission said the expenses are still outstanding.
But this is the point. This is the response to. This is the very point that they raised here.
It is still outstanding and the Prime Minister is not yet certified, and that is a problem. And I keep asking, why is it there always be a problem with the Prime Minister before Integrity Commission? And because one time in tell we say, everybody asks, how house can they sell? 2-bedroom house can they sell for 30-40 million, and for him house value only 60 million. You see a curry chicken and rice in the people them. So and borrow this and borrow that, and you see, and people have been asking about this man asset long before Queen Victoria breasted.
But that's the problem.
Why is it that the leader of the opposition, Peter Bunting, all of them over there? We're not going to say all of them because they say some. But they don't have a problem with it. They have never had
no, comrade. Every year, it is the first. No, hang on a second. No, this is the first year, as the commission tells us. When, remember, Andrew Holness had his Integrity Commission's report certified before the commission came into being, you know.
Miss Cook. Remember this one, this is not the first with the ask, because 2 years ago we were asking as well, and it took about a year before we hear say, okay, the people say, like because the public asked, then just sign one letter and say, okay, we certify, but we are not even sure. That's what was the public was saying. So it has for about 5 years now, we have been asking for the Prime Minister's declaration, and something is wrong. Why the Prime Minister?
No, I don't know about 5 years. It's 2021. What they had to do was to go back to 2019 because at that time when papers were submitted, they say they didn't go through the rigors as they do now. So I don't think it's fair to say why this never really happened in relation to the Prime Minister. It's the first time we're having a commission such as this one that goes through with the tenacity, with the diligence, as this commission goes through.
This is the second time. We just remember, John, the pressure, and then we hear say, okay, they've certified. It has always been a problem with this man. Because I'm not saying it is illicit, I'm saying something is wrong. Something is wrong. All of those transactions, and say, you know, man, even have one company between you and your family, and him and the client.
Comrade, a lot of people, a whole heap of people have company.
You can clean him up all you want.
No, but you just said to me that you agree with my sentiments. I don't know what you're talking about, washing boat. Thank you for the call, though. I have to go to Money Talk. Hello, afternoon.
Mrs. Wagwan.
Wagwan walking shop.
Me there, Emily boy there.
Emily boy there. Talk up to me. Apart from rain, Wagwan.
Not about rain, man. Big river down there, so a bark like an alligator.
A bark like an alligator. The funny thing is, I know the sound you're talking about.
Yeah, man. But what you want to do with me, you know.
Yeah.
The TV now, we now get no justice out of TV.
They not go turn the pole.
I'm not a pole like problem, man. I want glitch in a hit. I want dark cloud that come over hit.
Lick the back. Or lick the side. You lick the side?
Which one I said my flat screen TV have back?
I saw you steer. A flat screen. A flat screen you had on the Emily boy?
Yes, man, about a flat screen, Miss Kids, yeah. One bridge never go for my sister yard. And I can say for me in car that. And my sister tell him she has step up time.
So what kind of car she have?
One Honda.
Oh.
Silver color Honda.
She has step up in a Honda.
A silver color Honda for me niece with Debra Alberton School in teaching.
So what is silver for? What that say?
Yeah?
What silver? What is relevance of silver?
It shine, it keeps shine every day.
Oh, it shine every day. So she has step up from up to Honda. What she had before?
Yeah?
What she did have before the Honda?
One to hatchback.
Oh, from hatchback to Honda.
Yes.
H to H.
Yes.
Step up.
So you start out there, and start out the TV.
Me no help you. If I was in the country, me I turn the TV pole, or me I lick the back, but none of those can help you. How must I help you?
No new brand antenna, me have down there some new brand antenna. Me go buy.
You need to get rabbit ears.
Sense be real.
Get a cable company down there and make them put rabbit ears on it so it's pretty like a money.
I wish part down your cable that drive from road down your cable drive from.
Well, no prosperity time.
Yes, a prosperity. I agree with that, but no picture yet. No red topic, no picture yet.
Now I'm going to get you the way things are going.
You call having yesterday and I say somebody is hang up and call them.
Then all of a sudden your phone call a broke up.
Yeah?
I can't hear you good. TV no good, phone no good. Me I go away. Me I go take a break. Me can't hear you good. Go fix the TV. 876-926-2178. The punishment for murder is always life. What we look for is how many years a person must serve before becoming eligible for parole. So, we heard that from the Beachy Stout matter. I didn't get a notification about it coming because I like to have people listen to hear how the court does its reasoning and so forth. I know we brought it earlier that it was being carried. So we heard that update from the news center. Hello, afternoon.
Oh, blessed noon.
Honorable.
Empress, good personality, Wagwan.
You tell me.
Yeah, I'm DT a boss lingo a little while. He might tell you say, you don't have no good demon. I agree with him. You could imagine a leader at the church here in Jamaica and the world, and a Catholic, the Pope, he make a speech the other day. I tell the American people, I say the Americans, because Jamaica no differently. When I talk to the American people, so them go vote. Them to vote for the lesser evil out of Camilla and Trump. So DT, there is no good demon. If the Pope can say the two of them are evil, why am I finding to vote for the lesser evil? No evil. So I return to our founding father of African consciousness. You see it? The man never sure if we choose evil. You know, the man said we must choose righteousness, you know. Right is standard, you know, right is God, you know. Man upright is God in flesh and men upright is Satan. Woman upright is goddess in flesh and women upright is Satanist, you know. So right is standard, you know. So these world leaders back here in Jamaica, the two political parties is no different, you know. Like what the media have carry a press conference. Say, you them style this Honorable Virginia KD Knight, His Majesty Council. I think a PMP did a carry the press conference.
His Majesty, he's not His Majesty. He's King.
His Majesty Council.
He's King Council.
My King Council. No. The opposition leader, him is King Charles, loyal opposition, and Prime Minister Andrew Holness now and current Prime Minister, you know, who are executive power invested in him.
That's about to change.
I hear them say, him to pack him bags and go. But I want to tell all of them, the whole of them serve at the King Pledge, you know. They are the traitors of the African nation, you know. Them are all Commonwealth leaders, you know. CARICOM leaders, you know. And them are all along the Black Redemption. Why we won't turn on to Gabia Rastafari?
We're going to do that right now.
Okay, Honorable.
Thank
you. That's why we know you're a good personality.
Blessings. Thank you for the call as always, Lazarus. 7615. Hello.
Morning.
Look, how are you?
Today you're no Mr.
Talk to me, East Central.
Yeah, man, you did just say something about questions, so let me put the question to you. Me already put the question, let me take about 6 questions this man. I know you know look for one, no?
No. You know many things go on here in studio when I'm here. I haven't seen any text messages. So what are the questions you sent?
The question I'm the text to the CRT. It is about 16 months now and they haven't been live streaming. Why is it that they are not live streaming? We can see the Giant Select Committee stream live. We can see the Parliament stream live, the Oversight Committee stream live. Is it a secret? Why they don't stream live?
Those committees are committees of Parliament. The Constitutional Reform Committee is really a committee advising the cabinet because of where the cabinet intends to go.
Okay.
I'd love to see the sittings live, but that is the difference between them and all the other ones that you see.
So all the sittings outside of that one is private then?
Outside of which one?
Outside of the CRC committee, all the other
all of them are public.
Public outside of that one is private then?
Well, it's like that because the committee is advising the cabinet on its proposal, and then cabinet has to give drafting instructions to drafters for a bill to be prepared and for the bill to be tabled in Parliament and debate to be had on it thereafter.
Okay.
As I said, I would also like to see what goes on, but from what I heard, they did canvass the view of the committee members from the early stages, and several committee members didn't wish to have the matter televised.
I really understand that, but
yeah,
there are 3 stages in criminal law. Suspect, when formally charged and accused, when conviction has passed and convict. So let me ask you a question. If somebody is investigating for somebody for financial crime, as in the regulation person, the FID, would you say if they are investigating somebody, the person is automatically becomes a suspect now?
No.
Okay.
No.
So when you become a suspect?
When the police when they have figured out what crime there is, if there's no crime now, all that there is a mere investigation. You don't have a crime yet, you cannot have a suspect.
No, remember me tell you that there is 3 stages.
I understand. You say suspect is charged and is convicted.
Yeah. When charged, formally is an accused.
Yes.
Conviction is a convict. So if they are investigating he or she for disproportionate process of funds towards this asset, what would you think that person would become?
I don't think there's any suspect yet. I don't know what that designation is, because if you think of a criminal matter, somebody is a suspect only after there is proof that a crime has been committed.
Okay.
So he's central, maybe a suspect. He's not yet charged, because before he's charged, the police will have to bring him in for maybe a question and answer, after which he's charged. But preparatory to everything is that you must have a crime that is known to the criminal law that has been committed. When there's a crime, you will have to look to say, okay, who is suspected as having committed this crime?
The Privy Council had ruled on February 9, 2023 in terms of attorney at law to report successful source of funds to the chief investigator, the chief FID and enforcement in the regulation.
Yes. I've got to go though. I'm